Hey guys, this is Anita and this is my very first how-to video, and I'm so excited to be discussing my topic with you, which is how to become emotionally detached from someone. And by someone, I mean anyone. It could be your ex, it could be your boyfriend or girlfriend that you're currently seeing right now, or it could be your crush. So if you're starting to realize that you depends a lot of your happiness on these people, that you're starting to realize that by seeing their names flashing on your phone screen become the symbol of your happiness, you're kind of in trouble because you depend your happiness on someone else's hand. So in this video, I'm going to take that back and put this power back into your hand and end this attachment once and for all. I have 4 very simple steps for you to follow. It's going to make your life a lot easier and you can live peacefully with your thought and your mind like I am right now. So the first step is for you to accept it, that the feeling's there. You put the feeling up on the table and put the spotlight on them. There is no shame of feeling negatives whatsoever. The bad thing about it is when you try to run away from it and try to bury it underground. It's just like you're trying to deal with terrorism, which you don't know who they are and where they're from and what they want and where they're hiding and whatsoever. How are you going to solve the problem when you would not admit it when that there is a problem from the first place? It's just impossible. So by trying to manage this, you're just going to have to admit that it's there, bring it up there and make it become more real and tangible. And that will lead us to the second step, which is after you recognize that it's there, you are just going to have to put the label on them. You're just going to have to identify what these feelings are. I've been told all my life, from so many people that, I have to stop putting labels on things and just let them be. But I'm just this kind of person who just like putting things into categories. And I found this very interesting research that's going to back up my case. There are this group of neuroscientists that asked the participants to go under the fMRI scanner to see their brain activities while they let them have a look at the pictures of the people facial expressions. So when these participants flipping the page over and see these emotion facial expressions of people over and over again, the scientists noticed that the amygdala, the parts where it controls emotions in your brain, is activated. But after these neuroscientists asked the participants to identify what feelings that they are seeing right in front of their eyes, then they're starting to notice something really interesting, which is the prefrontal cortex is activated. And at the same time, it reduces the emotions, that the amygdala reactivity, which can come to the conclusions that by consciously recognize the emotions, it actually reduce its effects. So when you know how you feel, what they are, and so on, it's actually reduce the effects on how you actually feeling that feeling. So you just say, I feel angry, I feel upset, I feel frustrated, and by labeling on that, you feel less angry, you feel less upset, and you feel less frustrated. Which will lead us into the third step, that you have to realize that the thoughts that you have in your head in every second of every day are just your thoughts. They are not yourself. Thoughts are thoughts and you are you. It's just 2 different things. It's just like when you got your leg broken. You just say, I've got a broken leg. You just don't say I am broken, because you're not. It's the same way that when you feel angry, you feel angry. You don't have to be angry. You are not angry unless you act on it. But when you know that you're feeling this way, it's so much easier to have the control over it. You have more options to whether are you going to be angry about it or are you just going to ignore it. These feelings are just the process of your brain. And as amazing as your brain is, sometimes it's just come up with something stupid and nonsense. It's going to create trouble to your life. So you're just going to have to realize that what thoughts are useful and what thoughts is going to just wear you down by, knowing them, knowing each and every one of them. And by doing this, you're just going to have to be aware of every of your waking moments and every thoughts that's come to your head. It's just very difficult idea to grasp on, I know, but it becomes easier as you practice more and more. And then the final step, the last step is, I want you to realize and want you to know that it is okay for you to not being okay. It is okay for you to feel upset and angry and frustrated and whatever bad feelings that you're feeling right now, because nothing in the world is certain. Nothing in the world lasts It's gonna come and it's gonna go. It comes in cycle. So things are arises and then they're gonna exist for a while, and sooner or later it's just gonna fall apart and it's just going to form up new things. So you can't possibly feel angry for the rest of your life. You're not gonna let that happen. Even if you want to let that happen, it's just not gonna happen. So it's okay for you to feel that. Live with it and see how long it's gonna last. I promise you, it's not gonna last that long. And sooner or later, it's just gonna go away and something else is just gonna pop up in your head. It is true that you have to follow your hearts, but at least you have to get it trained so it takes you to somewhere better and you're not gonna waste your time and emotions and whatever it is that you have invested in. So I hope that these 4 steps would help you live an easier life and gain your happiness back, and get detached from the people that you don't want to get attached to. And yeah, if you have any comments or if you want to discuss of some topic, you want me to bring up something, you just feel free to put a comments underneath this, and I'll see you next video. Good luck. Bye.